ICA TV. Theresa here. Welcome to our edition of Marketing with Theresa. And we're really lucky today to have an amazing lady with us who is in the health and fitness industry. And I can guarantee I'm going to learn a lot, and I probably need myself a little kick up the bum to get myself moving due to this last year of madness. So my darling, this is Sonia, and I'm going to read it off here so I don't get it wrong. It's commit to be fit, and welcome to ICA TV.
Hello everybody. Yeah.
And you're based in London.
Yes, I'm based in London. Yeah.
Cool. And so it's a bit far away from us in West Wales, so that's really cool, and that's why technology is such an amazing thing out there. So are you working your business, are you in the basic terms, and do bear with me, I don't mean to be rude, are you a personal trainer?
Yes, I'm a personal trainer. Yes.
Okay. And how do you work within your business?
So obviously now with lockdown, I had to shift from live sessions to online, and there's three things that I always incorporate in my coaching, my training, which is the exercise, the mindset, and the nutrition, because if one of them is missing, then the other ones end up not working as well. So this year I have joined my 8-week program, and now I'm about to launch the membership so that people can have my support throughout the whole time on a monthly basis. And there's challenges, there's education on all of those three, and my coaching as well.
Fantastic. And how have you found it going from being one-to-one or in a group physically to going online?
So I like to see the positives of things. So like one of the positive things is that people can do it at their own time. So that makes it easier. They don't have to commit to a certain specific time to be there, and they can do it in the comfort of their home or anywhere that they are. And in terms of the business, last year was quite a big change. Although I already wanted to jump online to help more people, before I didn't have the time because I was so busy in the gym with clients. So it was actually good. It was challenging, obviously, but it was good that I had that time to really focus on it. And yeah, so it's exciting.
Absolutely. It's a necessity. There is nothing that we could do bar go online. And ICA, I can achieve gone online. Not so much as a physical thing. We're not going to get everybody to do squats and things, which is maybe we should. But actually to be able to convert from physical support to online is a necessity that has to happen. Else we'd go nowhere. So yeah, bravo to you, my darling. Absolutely pat yourself on the back, because it's important to convert that. So on a business side, as an income side, has it been a benefit for you to go online, or was it better before?
So obviously it's different rates when it comes to live sessions, and because I decided to go more on a group training rather than so much on one-to-one. So I only have a few one-to-one clients, and then I want to expand on the group setting because people get really excited and motivated about seeing others. We have like daily and weekly accountability check-ins. So when they see other people posting, they want to make sure that they do their stuff so that they can go and post as well.
Absolutely.
And it's actually really cool to see that people, even though they didn't know each other before, they're starting to support each other. And I think that's really beautiful.
It is very beautiful. And as somebody, we have a community, and I Can Achieve community ourselves, called the Action Club. And totally, ladies who are watching this, and I'm sure they'll be watching, is to actually bring that relationships together. and to go, actually, people are getting a lot of support from each other and encouragement from each other. And as you say, it's just beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love watching that relationship build. So yeah, pat on the back. So you have a little group out there of people who are interested in your product and in your services. And is it still called Commit to be Fit?
So the free group that anyone can access is Commit to be Fit and free group.
Okay. That
Yeah.
makes it clear for you as well, doesn't it? So you know how
Yeah.
you're serving your customers out there. Cool. And what is the most exciting thing that you like to do within your own fitness?
Within my own fitness.
Yeah.
I like challenges. So normally it's like distance challenges. So I'm now going to run my first marathon. Just started training. It will be in September. And before I did 2 half marathons. Another thing that I really like is cycling. So last year when it was the summer, I went cycling through the southeast coast in the UK. Obviously the workouts are very important because we need to keep our body all balanced as well. And just doing cardio, it's just going to get us rid of all the muscle. And especially as we get older, we need to really make sure that we keep on building the muscle mass.
I was just going to put in there, darling, as we get older, I think I'm a little older than yourself, and I just feel really old now.
But I also feel like I'm 33 now. I'm not too old, but I already feel the difference in my body. So our body is constantly like, if we don't push for it, it's just going the other way. So if we don't push for our muscles, the tendency is to lose them, especially the older we get. And it's harder to maintain it as well. So that's, yeah, if you think about it, your muscles support your bones and your organs as well. So
I'm going to put myself on the line here. It's a bit embarrassing. So I'm not fit in any shape or form. My exercise is walking. That's my thing. Yeah, we do have these little Fitbit things, that tells us when we're not doing anything. And I'm not 30 something anymore, or even 40 something anymore, so don't share anymore. So if I'm somebody who actually, I don't do a fitness routine, how would I get into that?
So first of all, walking is a great form of exercise. It actually, I always recommend, is part of my challenges. So that's a good thing that you're doing.
Thank you.
And if you want to get to exercise, I would recommend first doing body weight movement. And obviously the easiest variations, for example, for push-ups, you don't want to go straight on your feet. You want to go first on your knees.
That would be so funny.
Or like, even if you find hard to be on your knees, you can start on a wall and start having like an angle with your body so that you add pressure gradually. Yeah.
Could do that. I'm not sure press-ups are in my list. I understand though. So it's basically, you're saying gently, one step at a time.
Yeah. Especially now after lockdown, even people who used to work out before, if they didn't do anything, it's a massive change in strength. And it's important that we listen to our body and remember that the weights that we used to lift or the exercise we used to do before easily, it's not going to be easy now. But the important is you don't beat yourself up and just accept where you are and work from there.
Okay. That's an awesome bit of information there, though, isn't it? Because that mindset part of your three, your mindset side of it, is that people do seem to tell themselves off.
Yeah.
You get to a certain age, or you hurt, or you go, actually your headspace, bless it, says you can't do it because of. And actually just tiny little changes within any routine, whether it's a fitness routine or a diet routine or even a Facebook posting routine, you know, just makes that tiny step, which makes you better, fitter, more in control. So yeah, very cool piece of advice there, my darling. So you said you're doing marathon this year. Where are you doing that?
It's the Brighton Marathon.
Nice. Very windy down that coast.
Yeah, I haven't spent much time in there. It's quite hilly as well.
It is very hilly. Yes, yes.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, well, enjoy. I think that's part of that as well, isn't it? If you're not enjoying it, then you're not actually going to have fun to do the things that you want to do. So my son is booked in for the second year, third year, I don't know, in relation to the London Marathon.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, so he's still training. He lost it for a good 7 months. Lost the plot, I think, you know, because there was nothing to aim at, because they cancelled and then they cancelled and then they cancelled. So so I'll be waving at him in London in October.
Coffee then.
Oh yeah, we could meet somewhere. That'd be very cool. Very cool. That's when we're allowed out. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So yeah. I understand the training there. And are you doing the marathon in relation to a charity, or is it a personal challenge?
So I started as a personal challenge, but I think I will sign up. There's which one is it? Alzheimer? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Alzheimer charity. They have contacted me because I put them on the list, and it's a cause that I can relate to, because when I was younger, my grandmother, she had that, and it's quite tough, even for the families, more than to the person. I think
you're right. Yeah, so you're doing something for yourself, but also giving to someone else as well, or giving to a charity.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's also, you know, if the challenges that you're involved, if we've got somebody cheerleading us, whatever the challenge is in whatever part of your life is, then it's nice to have somebody patting you on the back and edging you on a little bit, because you feel that you want to do well for them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. And I'm guessing that because you've got a group of people around you doing things, you'll be able to raise a few pennies.
Yeah.
People who watch you.
Yeah.
And again, little things help, doesn't it? Whether it's £1 or £2, everything helps a charity. That's cool. So what do you want to achieve? I'm going to throw this at you, as obviously ICA I can achieve. And what do you want to achieve in the next 6 months?
So the next 6 months, I want to have more people in my membership so I can help more people. That's my mission, by the way.
That's good.
And I will be running another 2 8-week programs this year. But yeah, so obviously those 2 things are my main focus. And that's
so more people on your 8-week programs. Mm-hmm. And you're running 2 more 8-week programs in the next 6 months or next year?
So this year, so we are in March,
April, yeah.
Yeah, it will be one around May, and then another one around October.
Okay. Yeah. And how many people do you want on your programs?
I think for this first year would be a good number, would be about 50, 100. See.
50 or 100. There's a big old difference. And I'm going to do my marketing head and my money head. Wait, quick. You don't have to share this information, but actually thinking about your income, thinking about what you want to earn, what you need to earn, and how many people that reflects to, you know. Have a look at your group as well. You know, have you got enough people on your group to share your challenges with? How many people are in your group at the moment?
Around 400, a little less, 300 and something, 390.
Cool. What do you do on your group? How do you support them on your group?
So I post content, educational content in all the three aspects: mindset, nutrition, and exercise. And I go live as well. And yeah, just making sure I keep people excited about their health and fitness.
And service that, yeah. How do you get on with going live?
It's okay. In the beginning was quite a big thing, and I was very scared of it. But then you just get used to it, and it's just like talking to somebody on the phone.
Just keep talking. So would you, if somebody was watching this interview with you about going, you know, they're talking about your business, but how you're getting your business out by doing lives, what would you advise them about going live?
I would advise to have the intention of what they want to share in mind, and to not overthink on how they're going to word it. To I think that works for me. The best way is to have the intention, and then the words just flow and just be present. And there's no such thing as messing up when you're talking. I think it's just like if you were having a conversation that happens naturally, and people like the real stuff. They don't want to see the perfect that is not relatable. So
Oh, absolutely fab advice. I totally agree. As long as we know what we're, the mission, I think your intention, the mission about what we're wanting to share. I also make sure, you know, I would advise that people know that it's a bit like a cul-de-sac rather than a full stop. So if you're out doing a live and you're doing something and then that's it, people want to go, well, what's next? And even if it's I'll be going live later tomorrow, or you know, make sure that we're there on the group. If you need any questions answered, then make sure you ask them. So it sort of gives somebody the impetus to do actually go to actually ask you a question, really. So yeah, totally agree. And it's a bit less like the BBC these days. And what I mean by that, not everybody has to have shoulder pads and have their hair done and, you know, make sure they look glam. It's like people like to be natural now. Be you.
yeah, otherwise you can't really see who that person is on the screen, isn't it?
Absolutely. And we buy people.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we don't like you on screen, which sounds a bit rude, but I don't mean it like that, then people won't talk to you because they might feel worried or intimidated or something like that. It's cool. That's exciting. So next 6 months, that is, where would you like your business to be, full stop? What is it that you want out of your business?
The big goal.
Yeah, the big goal. Let's have the big one.
Okay, so the vision I have for my business is to being able to not just to serve the clients who have the money to invest on one-to-one, but to make it available to every person. And obviously online is much better for that. And I want to also spread it to other countries. So once we back able to travel, and once I have like everything set up properly online, I want to go to other countries. I want to see those cultures and see how those cultures can improve their health and fitness as well. Because I think there's something that every culture is different, and so I think people get different habits depending on how they grow up. So yeah, that's something that quite intrigues me.
That's
Yeah.
quite, that's exciting actually, isn't it? So if you, where would your first country be?
I would love to go to India. Yeah.
And why there?
Because, well, first there's so many people, but
Yeah.
I think that so there's something about India which I don't want to offend anybody, but I think that they have amazing gastronomy, like in terms of their food, but maybe sometimes there's things that they could adjust that would make it healthier in terms of their eating. So some of the dishes that involve quite a lot of fried stuff, fats. So I love creating different ways of creating a dish that becomes healthier but still feels like the original one. So yeah, and yeah, I think that that's one of the reasons. I like the culture as well and the variety. Um, I was just remembering about a movie that a friend showed me, which is Lunchbox.
Uh-huh.
Watched it. Have you watched it?
I have, yeah.
And so one of my friends, he's from India, and he was telling me that that actually happens still to today. So they, yeah, for people who haven't watched it, they have this.
Spoiler.
They know what we're talking about. They have these containers that the moms or the wives will cook in the morning and then deliver to the husband or to the kids at lunchtime. So there's one person in charge of doing that delivery throughout the whole country, and they all know what container is for who, and if that's changed is a big mess up for them.
It's quite an interesting cultural thing, isn't it? To be able to have a lunchbox that, you know, you go off to school or you go off to work, and then, you know, at lunchtime your pre-made hot dinner will be turned up at your place. I think it's an amazing cultural thing, where we take a sandwich and a packet of crisps and a cake, which is like not quite the same. Yeah, absolutely. And that's going to be generation to generation to generation. So I suppose you're looking at, you know, starting at ground zero in relation to food. So it's the people in the kitchens that are making the food to pass to their families. So it's a little bit of it'd be a cultural change for them.
Yeah. Wow,
That's huge.
amazing.
That's just like huge, absolutely huge. So where would you start in India? Where would you go to first to see?
That I haven't thought yet, but I think I would search because some areas are quite dangerous, especially for women. So I think I would have a search and see what places are safer. And but one place I really want to go is Maldives, because I used to surf back in the days in Portugal, and I really want to go to Maldives and have some fun there as well.
Have some fun. And I think any of us, even if we get on a plane, would be quite a lovely absolutely lovely idea, whether we're going to go and do something that's going to change the world, or even if it's sit on a beach at the moment in time. However, West Wales is beautiful, even though it does rain, and it has amazing surf. But you do have to bring your cup of coffee with you, because everything's still shut. Oh, my darling. So you have big dreams, big missions, big ambitions as well. And the small steps to get there are what you are doing right now. So you're online, and you have a program running right now. And if people want to find you on your program, I'm going to ask you if you could send me the link to your group and a link to your website. And how would they join you? What would you want them to do?
What do you mean? What would I want them to?
What if I wanted to join your program? What would you want me to do
Within the program?
Yeah, how would I contact you?
Oh, so that can be done through the Facebook group or DM on Facebook, or my email. My email is sonia@commit-to-befit.co.uk.
Okay. So if you can make sure you send that to me, and I will put it in the script, so people can't go, oh my God, what did you say? And then we have to rewind and then do it again. Yeah, that would be really cool. And have you got any advice generally about people in business, not particularly in your sector, but if somebody was starting a business right now, was there a little bit of advice that you would be able to give them?
Yeah. one that was a big change for me was to stop comparing to other people who were further ahead.
Uh-huh.
Be grateful with where you are and what you have or how you are starting, and appreciate each step. So, nobody goes from 0 to 1,000. So you need to like stay present, appreciate each step, and keep on going. Don't give up, because if you keep on going, it's only going to get better.
I love it, absolutely, and I totally agree with you. Keep that steps going, because things are, you don't know what's around the corner, but if you stop, you know what's around the corner, because it all stops.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, my sweet, I will let you get on and have a glass of water, and I will have a coffee. All right. But you stay put, and we'll catch up in a minute and have our little coffee cup. But I will say goodbye to everybody who's watching ICA TV. Thank you all for joining us. I will put up details of Sonia and her programs and everything there for you to have a little look, and her group, and we will get this out in a couple of weeks. So take care, Sonia. Thank you so much, and we'll catch up soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.